Hi, my name is Dave Litke, and I'm a member of the Los Altos Golf and Country Club. I'm also a member of the Design and Build Committee that is doing this report to help people decide whether we want to proceed with the project for the vote that happens in May. This first screen shows the website for Marsh and Associates, the architect that we chose to bring on board. This is an example of a finished building that they did. This lower right here is a building that they did that matches our design. The existing gable here is very similar. The Spanish influence very similar. It's Rancho Santa Fe, by the way. And over here on the right is the new section that they added, and they made the new section and the old section look like it was all built at once. Brian Webb and Rob Yeager are our two project architects on this. Brian Webb is the main designer. Rob Yeager is the main architect, project architect on it. They've designed and built 50 clubhouses. They came highly recommended to us, and we're very happy to have them on board. Let's get right to the rest of the presentation. This is a view from the top. Over on the right side is our existing building. Here's our entrance where we drive up and come in lobby in this area here. And this is our existing dining, our main dining hall. Over on the right here is our locker rooms and kitchen about right here. And up here is the turn area and our grill. This is showing a new gable out the front that would match the design that I'll show you later on that. On the left here, this dotted line, this is the part then that it indicates our new building. Right where I'm circling right here, this is where our existing women's locker room is. Right about here where you see the new courtyard. Our old courtyard is about this big that I'm circling here, the square line that I just did. I will explain in great detail all the rest of these things. I wanted to point out our main things on this screen, though. Our current dining hall to the 9th green is 81 feet. Our 18th green to our new clubhouse is 92 feet. So we're farther back than we are before there. Here's the scoring tree showing an exact position. We've got plenty of room out front now for a new practice green and these new pathways. This cart path here is the exact same cart path we have now. We don't need to change that at all. We enlarge this new practice, or the old practice green here, and come up. The total square footage between this one and this one is the same as our current practice greens. How we accommodated this whole pullback was we moved the building back and then we rotated it. We call it our pivot design. And the front of these lounges and locker rooms now face perpendicular to the 18th and 1st fairway. So it's great that you've got this beautiful view down the entire length of the fairway. We moved it down in here where we took out this parking. There's some parking here, and we found equal or more number of spots in the lower parking area by restriping down there and putting up some retaining walls to make the site slightly larger. We've also managed to find about 6 spaces up on the top of this section and over in here in this section. That matches our new layout. Here's their first view of the rendering that the architects came up with. Very impressive. This is from 30 feet above the approach to the 18th green. So we did our 3D modeling, and then we sent it to a watercolor artist to put in and make it look very realistic. Here's the 18th green. Here's the traps, which I'm in way too often. This is the current little mound that goes between the existing, you can see the cart path here. Over on the left is our existing dining hall, and here's our second story on our existing building. Here's our new courtyard. Nice wide view, beautiful view of the golf course now. This is the women's locker room. This is the entrance to the men's and women's locker rooms. This is the men's lounge. This is the men's locker room. Up on top here is the aerobic section for the fitness center. And in the way in the back, 172 feet away from this 18th green, is the movement area where yoga and Pilates and spinning, whatever our program indicates we should do up there. It's a flexible room of about 800 square feet. Here's right directly off the computer modeling, and this is if you're walking up towards the 18th green. Here's those traps that I'm so fond of again. Here's our scoring tree on the right. Here's the men's lounge, the courtyard, and the existing building. Here's our new gable over here for the new grill area. Here's the existing gable, existing second floor. This is the right off the drawings of the elevation from the golf course. From this section where I'm pointing right here, the left is the old building, the right is the new building. On the left, here's our existing dining hall. Here's our existing second floor, and here's our new gable with the big, beautiful, tall windows for that for the new grill area. Here's the entrance to the turn, a small clock tower to help us keep track of our time, and here's the new turn bathrooms. Over on the right is that entrance to the men's and women's lounge movement area, 172 feet back from the green. This is the aerobic area, that's 131 feet back from the green. Here's your first look at the plan view for the new building. You can see this pivot over on the left and how we accommodated that with some of the small rooms. Over on the right, this is the existing area. Here's our existing fireplace. So we'd enter over into the right over here. Here's the fireplace hallway, the existing hallway, and the dining room above that. So when we walk in this section from the old building to the new, you can either take a right to our new courtyard or a left to past our new members room, which would be where we do cards and audio video presentations. And so this is going to be highly used by our new card playing members. Here's the elevator and stairs going up and also down to 2,500 square feet of basement. We will put all of our mechanical and electrical equipment down there that supplies a lot of the pumps for the water systems and for our noisy elevator equipment room and our main switchgear for the power for the building. Over on this right section that I'm circling, that's the women's locker room and lounges. Over on the left is the men's room and lounges. These pods are the locker rooms. Over here you can see the same pods for the locker rooms. Up on top is the women's lounge, and here's the men's lounge. Here's the wet areas of the bathrooms here and here. Now we'll zoom into the lounges. Over on the right is the women's lounge. Over on the left is the men's lounge. Both of them have fireplaces with a television on top of it. See fireplace there. And ample seating. And here's a casual seating area that we've never had before that I think will get used a lot. We have buffets in both places. We have a bar in the men's area, and the bartender can walk through the men's vestibule, through the women's vestibule, and serve the women. We'll have a phone on the honor bar that if the bartender hasn't noticed that they're in there, that they can call and get service that way. That's also how we'll be doing our food. You notice there's no kitchen anymore in this section of the building. We will be ordering full menu right off of the main kitchen menu, and it'll be delivered to us in the lounges if we desire that. The grab and go area, that's for soups and sandwiches and bananas and apples, that sort of thing, like we have at Edna's Turn. Here's a close-up of the pods that form the new locker. There's examples of the lockers in the golf club now. You can see we have these 21% larger lockers than we have now. Inside there'll be little locking cabinets and shoe racks. There's also shoe racks down below. Now let's look at the wet area. Here you can see there's a hot tub and a sauna and a steam room. Hot tub is much bigger than we have now. Same with the sauna, and now we finally have a steam room. Notice the enclosures for the showers. This is something we've not had before, where we have privacy showers for changing. These are full walls with louvered doors, that kind of thing. Now the bathrooms, we have full walls and full doors with louvered doors, and so it'd be nice for privacy issues there that we get the full doors finally. And to the courtyard finally, you notice our new bar and storage area. The bar has these doors that close on the bar, and this is a main storage area and weight station when it's not used as a bar. There's the ice machine on the left there, and when we open this up, we pull a bunch of equipment out, fit along over here, and then this becomes the full service bar for our courtyard. Notice the new bow shape. It sticks out no farther than our current, but this is much wider. We'll have much better views. We have this nice little 3-foot tall wall that helps keep us from the rest. This ends our first part of the webinar. Please sign on for the second one.